And we are live this morning from the Outer Rim in what is another glorious day, Cubs. How are you? Good morning. It's early for us.
Yep, I'm wearing the sunglasses because I'm going on a camping trip this weekend. We're doing Rogue Actions at 6 a.m. my time, and my eyes are still closed. So it looks like they're open though, right?
Yes, it is early for us. And I was just telling Cubs before we got started, Paul, I had the classic nightmare that I had not attended my college English class for an entire semester and wasn't going to graduate. So I'm in a great mood right now. it was English of all things, Cubs, which was like my bread and butter. It was like vomit out a bunch of stuff, and it was fine.
I wish I had my bad dream because I was waking up in a good mood. My recurring bad dream right now is that I'm still in corporate America. And every time I have that dream, I'm like, no. And then I wake up and I'm like, double fist bump. I'm the master commander.
Yeah, so you basically had a nightmare that you were me, and you wake up in corporate America every day. Anyways.
No offense intended.
All right, guys, you know the drill. Good morning, everyone. We have 3 topics on my channel, 3 topics over on Cubs' channel. If you want the whole video, you got to like and subscribe to both. Cubs, you ready for Rogue Actions?
Yes, let's go.
All right, guys, let's start it off with the Jedi Knight Luke event. I think the overall consensus here, it was a banger, Cubs.
Yep.
You streamed it at length yesterday. How many hours did you stream, and how many people that came on and did their stream with you?
Yeah, it was a great turnout on the stream, by the way. Big props to the Cubs fam and some honorary members of the Hall who came over too. We saw some of those familiar Hall faces as well. So love you guys for coming out. We had so I had 4 people lined up. Only 2 people ended up successfully streaming their account due to technical issues, which is kind of the price you pay for this new paranoia around account sharing and that kind of thing. And so I think it's kind of dumb. I think CG should endorse and allow that kind of thing for a creator to go in there and play another's account, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because you had 2 different approaches here. You went the more conservative route and just screen shared them.
Yep.
And they came on and talked. Arnold was a little bit more cloak and dagger. He had hiding the chat and hiding the account name and a little bit of back and forth. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think you're 100% safe in that realm. And man, there's a lot of dice being rolled out there. And I had someone offer my community offer up their account.
Yeah.
And I felt nervous to do it. I'm like, I don't want to ruin this for this. This person invested a lot of money. I was so scared to ruin it, but it looks like they were, there's no fallout from that. So
I hope there's not. And, it looks like it's probably going to be okay, but Arnold's going to do his thing. That's great. I personally just didn't want to risk it, especially because I felt like it wasn't my risk to take. It's somebody else's account.
Yes.
And I don't want to be responsible for them getting banned. And I think that there could also be action on you. I feel like it's something CG doesn't care about. I think that the account ban that Arnold received was a different situation, but still right now I just don't feel like it's worth risking it.
Yep. And that's kind of how I felt too.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave that there. But let's talk about the event. So right now, Cubs, I got to tell you, I'm sitting at the bare minimum. Lando, he's like, I don't know, the injector salvage 25, 30 pieces away from going to G13. And then I will be 100% pretty much ready for the event with the minimum requirements. Now, you saw it from all angles. I was watching both you and Arnold simultaneously, and it looked like, for me, what I saw was that the phase 1, you want a pretty thick wampa there. What are your takeaways from that phase, and what what relic level is the bare minimum for wampa?
I have heard of people doing it at Relic 3, so I think you'll be okay with really great mods. A lot of that came down to offense and timing of when you're using your smash and getting your offense ramped up and that kind of thing. The Zeta didn't seem to add a ton from what I was seeing. I mean, obviously he adds that healing immunity, but Luke can just cleanse it very quickly. And so I'm not sure that there was much value in the Zeta, and so I think that's good to keep in mind. But really, it just came down to mods, and I think if you're able to relic up your Wampa to at least Relic 4, ideally Relic 5, I think you'll be a lot safer there. Otherwise, you might be dealing with the classic legendary event RNG that we all know, love, and cherish.
Oh yeah. Well, it actually makes it quite fun if you're going to try and go skate through with the minimum requirements. So, all
Yeah.
right. So my Wampa going to probably R4, R5 for safe. I'm going to try and stream this tonight if I can get it all there.
Ooh, okay.
We have the second round was CLS. Now, CLS featured kind of throughout the event. Is he the most important character there with the relics?
With the relics, CLS was important. I feel like one of the more important characters to have relics is Chewbacca, though. In that sixth phase, probably the hardest phase of the whole event was phase 6, where you've got Chewie with C-3PO on his back, which I thought was just
amazing. Amazing.
Actually, this event reminded me, by the way, of why I just really wish CG would give us skins in this game and let it, like, how sweet would it be if you could have Chewbacca with a C-3PO on his back skin? You don't want to do a whole character for it, fine. Or the Hoth version of Luke that we saw, which is just CLS with the Hoth skin. Anyway, this quick side note, I just really wish they would do that. Other games do it.
Yeah, Rolo with the kind of the different eye makeup and different hairstyle.
Yeah, and can we give her like an actual butt?
Yeah, I saw your stream. I was like, yeah, that's a fail. Especially we just looked at.
I didn't notice. Go ahead.
We just looked at the MSF. Wagons, and we were like, yeah, that's a.
That's what I was gonna mention. I was like, I was content until I saw the MSF ones, and I was like, whoa. We're being deprived over here, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, that sixth phase is the most important phase. It's I think widely accepted as the hardest phase to get through, and you don't have CLS there, and so I think that and you know who else is pretty important in that phase? Really important in that phase is Lando. But I think you can get away with a Relic 3 Lando. You're just gonna need to load him up with lots of crit damage.
Okay, so one thing I saw, it said like the event unit was, it provided the event unit. But I saw everybody moving mods around. Is it event unit in terms of gearing, and your mods still apply there, or does the shifting of mods, does that mean anything at all?
So here's what I believe it is no, it's your gear, it's your mods, it's your relics, it's everything. But they are calling it an event unit because it's a different skin, right?
Oh, okay. Smart man. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I spent all day with this.
Okay. Yeah, I was in and out, kind of doing stuff. But so you're telling me my Chewie sits at R4 right now. He's probably going to be the one I'm going to want to invest the most in. Maybe a little bit in Lando, a little bit in CLS, a little bit in Wampa. Rolo, Vader, that sort of thing. Not a lot of concern there. Bare minimums for those guys.
I believe the accounts I was watching do it only at a Relic 3 Rolo, and she never seemed to present much of an issue. The remodding efforts I saw were mostly in the direction of Chewie and Lando. I didn't see relics going up on Lando. Both of these guys had, I believe, a Relic 7 Chewie.
Okay.
And that helped.
All right. Okay. Well, I feel a little bit better that if I can get there with the gear on Lando, that I could stream this tonight for the haul for GAC tonight. So I'll see you guys tonight, and we'll see how that goes.
Probably real quick, one more thing to mention, because a lot of people were panicking about Wedge, about how the event pointed out that you need to have a Relic 5 Wedge for that phase. I just want to call out that I saw it done several times with a Gear 12 Wedge, and so you should be fine. That phase is actually a lot more RNG dependent than anything.
It looked like it, and it looked like you want all 3 up for the big swarm, right? You want all 3 out there, the Y-Wing Wedge and the Falcon, right?
Ideally, so you want to pay attention to the turn meter. When you start escaping, you want to make sure all 3 of them can escape before the capital ship goes, and then if they're not able to, then let the swarm come. And so you actually can escape before the swarm if the turn meter is right. If the turn meter is not right, then you got to have all 3 up for the swarm.
Okay, very good stuff. I will let you know. You're going camping, so we'll probably have an opportunity. Cubs, let's just make this promise right here, right now.
Okay,
we're filming this on Friday morning, guys. If the road ahead drops today, there will be an emergency rogue actions on. We come back on Monday or Tuesday.
The Rogue Actions is on Monday.
No. But I mean, if the road ahead goes up, when are you back in town? Because we may have to do another one for just the road ahead.
I'll just call in, man. I'll just call in. If there's a road ahead, I'm calling in, baby.
Okay, so if road ahead drops today on Friday,
we'll do it today.
Will be emergency rogue actions at some point, and you'll get this on top of that. So, all right, guys, let's continue on here. Thank you for your good feedback on that event, Cubs. I look forward to doing it tonight with my community.
Yes.
The trailer EA Play happened yesterday, right? Kind of in the evening there. Big announcement was the Star Wars Squadrons gameplay trailer. I know you saw it because you put up a video.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, Cubs, I am so hyped for this game. This is a dream game for me.
Yeah.
So hyped that I drove around and I found a $300 throttle for Squadrons yesterday. This thing is like 50 pounds.
Oh my gosh, dude, that thing is amazing.
It's a replica throttle, USB replica throttle of was it the United States Air Force AC-10 throttle. So
wow,
very excited for Squadrons over here. I got my flight stick out. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fly with the Hall.
Yeah,
brother, are you excited yet? Because I know at first when I told you this is going to be a ships game, you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Are you excited yet?
Yeah, oh, dude. Okay, so yes, I'm very hyped now for several reasons. I think that Galaxy of Heroes ships has kind of just made me uninterested in ships for the most part, which is stupid when you think about it, because that's not a ship. Like when we play ships, it's Galaxy of Heroes with, it's not even worth comparing the two, right?
Right.
So to me, I played the hell out of Rogue Squadron when I was a kid.
Wow. Fantastic, baby. I love that game.
Yeah, and so here's what I didn't want, okay? I think one of my bigger impressions when I first saw it is I was like, I don't want a rehash of Battlefront 2 ship mode, because that game mode was just not my favorite. It's not like I have a problem with ships. The controls were a little bit hard to figure out, not hard to figure out. It just didn't feel very fluid.
I agree. It felt too arcadey, and it felt like just people flying in circles of each other. I didn't like that. I think they're going to be able to vary that and change it up a bit here.
Well, did you watch the interview too? Because the gameplay footage was great, but the interview really interested me. They talked a lot about how advanced these controls are going to be and how much skill you can pour into it to be able to do 180s, to be able to deflect your shields to the back when somebody's approaching you from behind, and all of this stuff that's so much more advanced than anything Battlefront 2 touched. And so I think we need to get out of this mindset that this is going to be Battlefront 2 ship mode. No, this is totally different than that.
Yeah, and I did watch the interview, and what they specifically called out was, he didn't say X-Wing, but he talked about moving the shields around and things like that. That is totally an X-Wing thing, and they show it in the trailer where it's got the 3 bars, the engines, the shields, and the lasers, and how that you're diverting power between the 3 of those.
Yeah.
And man, just the fact that they've referenced that, and then they showed like I don't know if you've looked at like Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen or any of those new games that are kind of like space flight sims, but there's like hard braking in space, kind of like what you see Poe do, where he spins that X-Wing around.
Yeah.
They show that in the trailer.
Multiple times.
I gotta imagine that there's going to be some legit, just like crazy maneuvering you can do in this, and it's going to be a lot better than spinning in a circle, going against like other players.
Yeah, Battlefront 2, you felt so claustrophobic. It was just like,
And dude, to top it all off, man, VR confirmed, cross-platform confirmed. I mean, that's the best thing here for me and you and our communities is they can be on an Xbox, they can be on a PS4, they can be on PC,
so
they can have VR. We can be doing it all together, man. And there's no
dude, you and me, you and me, we're gonna have to do a Hall Cubs fam crossover.
We are, man. I cannot wait, man. This is my dream game, guys. You guys have heard me talk about it. VR in the cockpit with actual HOTAS, hand on throttle and stick controls confirmed.
Well,
I'm going to be in heaven.
I don't know if I want to go against you. Actually, your setup over there is a little too it's a little too advanced for my taste. I don't know, man. You're gonna kill me. You gotta be on my team.
It could be one of those things where I have all the expensive stuff, but it actually just works better on a PS4 controller or Xbox
I also
controller.
like the whole idea. Some people are calling it Overwatch in space. How you've got this 5v5 and everyone plays a different, critical
Class.
role.
Yeah,
I really like that. I think that sounds really fun.
So that's why I think it's going to be so much more than people just spinning in a circle, trying to shoot at each
it's
other.
not going to be that.
Because you have class-based system here, and the only bummer I saw was they went with the Y-wing for the bomber instead of the B-wing. I'm a little bit partial to the B-wing, but I'll take it. That's
Well,
the only thing.
It could come later.
Could come later.
It looks
Support
like
this game.
it looks like it's going to be a live service game. So.
Oh yeah, man. I am pumped, man. $300 throttle here for a $40 game. Let's do it, guys. All right, we're gonna turn the page and keep it rolling here. We're gonna talk about
Mobile gamer.
Well, I will speak for myself. I can't speak for Cubs. Mobile gamer, my mentor. He's obviously the guy that inspired me to do YouTube. I always tell the story how I watched him and Crazy Excuses do a video together, and it was his old studio, and they did a tour of it.
Yeah,
and it totally inspired me to pursue YouTube. For those of you guys that don't know, Mobile Gamer retiring from the game, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. He said, for now, he could be back, but F's in the chat for Mobile Gamer. We love him. He's been an instrumental part of both of our careers, and wish him nothing but the best. What do you think about this, Cubs?
A couple things. Number one, I did a tribute to him in a video recently, and I think maybe I sent my tone was maybe too serious about it because people said it sounded like I was giving a eulogy and that he had died or something, which I know he's not dead or anything. I was trying to be serious because I really feel like Mobile Gamer is one of my favorite people ever, and he's been such a big part of this community. And having him leave the community, it's a blow to us,
Yeah.
So there's nothing not to love about Mobile Gamer. I mean, feel what you want about his content and all of those things and whatever you want. This is a great dude, and the community lost a great dude. Also, what I think he's going to be back.
Think he's going to be back?
Maybe. We'll see. Because he said, look, he gave himself a lot of outs in that video. Because he said that he still might want to play Grand Arena. He's having a hard time partnering with Grand Arena. And then also, he said that, he's going to wait and see what the road ahead brings. And tell me I'm stupid or too optimistic, but I think this is going to be a banger road ahead, man. I think it's going to be good.
I think so, too. I think they took one step forward, and I think this event has given them the confidence to really just commit to quality work. And hey, man, when you put out something good, it's gonna reciprocate, and we're gonna lavish some praise on you. I think the overall theme of the thing was like, yeah, it was a paywalled event in terms of gear and relics, but it was a good event and it was worth it. So we're gonna get to the viability of Luke on your side, but one more thing on Mobile Gamer is I watch him, and this is why I say I don't know if he's gonna be back, because I watch him stream Grand Arena, and it's like, he's fine with it. He's happy with it.
Right.
But it's the sinking feeling that, he's going to continue fall behind, because he's not going to pay for these new things. And at that point, is he really adding a lot of value to the holo tables? And I think he's got a certain self-worth, pride that says, if I can't do it, to a quality level or a level that's going to be entertaining for people, why do it at all? And then here's the other thing, Cubs. So I'm very much entrenched in the MSF community now, and I watch Mobile Gamer over on Twitch, and he is so happy over there. He is so happy streaming. You could tell it on his face. And that's the good thing about Mobile Gamer is he's pretty authentic dude, and you can tell when he's very happy and when he's very unhappy. And when I see him stream MSF over on Twitch, he's as happy can be, man. So we'll see.
Yep, I think that's a good point. And I think if anything does is, even if the road ahead is good, if something keeps him away, it's going to be that he'd rather just stick with MSF. And you know what? I respect the hell out of that. That's a community that's getting the treatment they deserve right now.
Oh, yeah. It's a great community. All right, guys, we're going to keep it rolling over on Cubs' channel. We got 3 more topics over there. We'll see you guys over there in just a moment. I'm issuing the evacuation code signal. Good day from the Outer Rim.
See you guys.